Hey YouTube, me again. Just wanted to stop in and finish up the readings for this week. We're now on to Earth Tribe. This is Team Hufflepuff. And we're just going to be going into it to just kind of give us an insight to see what is the divine guidance for the energies this week, and how to work our magic and intention throughout the week. Okay, I'm going to be using the Rebecca Campbell Work Your Light Oracle guidance for us, for the actual weekly pull, and then I'll also be pulling some stress cards for the different zodiacs within the Earth Tribe, so that we can get some insight in terms of how to work with the energies rather than against it. I'm also going to be pulling a message from the universe card by Gabrielle Bernstein, so that we can also just take an opportunity to get some insight in terms of universal guidance. Okay. um, I hope that everybody is doing well. Obviously, I can feel that the energies are really quite intense. We have, I guess, had a big loss as of today. I want to say today, but it was more like yesterday. The rapper Nipsey Hussle. I could just feel the energy in the space. It's just things have been thrown off completely. The mourning is real, and I can feel the sadness in the space of mass consciousness. So yeah, our hearts are heavy, but let's hope that it forces our mind to be a little bit more efficient and productive. That is the intention. So I'm going to go straight into the reading, guys, and we'll be able to sort of see what is the divine guidance. If you guys do like my technique, or you'd like to get a personal reading, then definitely be sure to comment, like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can be tuned in for whenever I make these awesome videos for you guys. And for personal readings, you can also check out my website. The details are in the description box below. And if you'd like to just, I guess, chop it up with me on a personal level, my email address is also below as well. Um, I did just sort of mention in my last video about my tools for using Tools Tuesday sessions, where I kind of just stop in and give you guys some weekly, I guess, messages, or tools for being able to navigate through the process of your ascension. And what I would like to ask is that you guys just kind of get the comments going about it, let me know what it is that you need from me. What are some of the things that you would ideally like me to speak about? And I'll be able to, I guess, go into my little box of knowledge and see what we can come up with, and plan things for you guys accordingly. I know I'm not majorly there, but I'm actually really grateful for my 40 odd subscribers. It's more than I thought that I was going to sort of have at this point of the journey, being a little bit more consistent. So it just shows what consistency can do, because I've pretty much doubled my subscribers in the time that I've actually been a little bit more consistent with this. So thank you guys for showing up and letting me know that I'm on the right path. Okay, we're going to go straight into the reading for my Earth Tribe, and this is going to be an interesting one for me because I am uh, my moon is in Capricorn and I am Virgo ascendant, which is literally my projected version of myself is opposing my ego. So it's completely different. My sun sign is Pisces and my ascendant is Virgo, so it's a little bit it's a little bit of a struggle sometimes. So let's have a look for us nonetheless and see what's going on for us at Earth Tribe. Okay. Right, what is the divine guidance for my Earth Tribe throughout this week, the week of the 1st to the 7th of April? Okay, say yes, because we are being asked to journey into somewhere amazing. We have to, during the process of this shift, because things are going to be crumbling down around us, guys. So you have to ask yourself, what are you clinging to, and what purpose does it serve in your evolution? Because you're actually breaking some change. You are actually sort of moving beyond certain ancestral baggage and patterns, in rewriting your future, because you're going through a spiritual awakening as well. So you're getting some energetic upgrades throughout this week, and it requires you being able to say yes for this to be a less than resistant sort of process. I tell you a personal story of mine actually. Sometime during the summer last year, I could feel myself, my crown chakra was tintillating, so I was just like, oh, that feels amazing. Like, I receive it. My guide said to me, you're about to get an upgrade. And I stood in the, I guess, the art form of the Vitruvian man. So like legs apart, arms wide open. And I just said to spirit, I was like, I receive it. And literally I just felt a surge of energy right up my spine, all the way over my crown chakra. And I know that that was a Kundalini awakening, and that was because I was open to it. It didn't kind of restrict or delay the process of me being able to just go directly into a new version of self. It was a quick and instant, I guess, shift and transformation. So what I would say to you guys is just say yes to the process, because what you're clinging to, chances are it is what is holding you back. And because you're refusing to let it go for whatever reason, you're not seeing the changes that you're ideally wanting to see with certain situations. Okay, but let's have a look. Let's get an actual card for you guys. What is the divine? Okay, that didn't take us too long, y'all. Okay, absolutely. Like I said, you guys are going through a transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level for you guys. You guys are going through some deep healing throughout this week. And what it means is that you're actually calling in your soul tribe throughout the process of this as well. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribes are coming in as a result. So the great gathering is what's happening because you're actually going through a transformation. And this transformation is actually going to come through self-inquiry of asking yourself, how can you mother yourself? So how can you be that nurturing support and parent for yourself as you go through this process? Because your sacral chakra is actually going to be activated throughout the process. It was interesting because I can feel my sacral chakra just being tintillated by this reading. So I know that you guys are going to be going through some sacral chakra activation, and in order for you guys to be able to allow for yourselves to be completely open to the process, just say yes, because there's a great gathering of you being able to call in people that are a lot more in alignment with your intention. I do feel like there's going to be certain sacrifices. I feel like there's certain relationships that are going to break down during the process of this, because it's going to be how can I put it? It's going to be a moment of enlightenment. And I think once you just come to realization that those people are actually not serving of the you that you're trying to bring into manifestation, you're perfectly happy to just kind of let the situation go. Not for everyone, I'm going to say that much. Some of us are still carrying sentimental value to these relationships, and it makes it difficult for us to be able to move forward. But others of us that have been doing the work, we are literally letting it go, and we're walking, navigating. It feels like it's aimless drifting, but we're actually more drifting into alignment with the people that are more suited to who we want to be, want to become. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting journey for us. And again, Spirit's just saying, just say yes. Okay. The Great Gathering, I'm just going to read that for us, guys, just to give us more of an indication of what the intention is with the card itself. And we can really sort of utilize it to, I guess, allow us to go deeper into seeing some clarity with it. Okay, so the Great Gathering is a, let's have a look. The Great Gathering, Great Gathering. I'm trying to see what kind of card it is for us. So it's an activation card. I thought so. It's an activation card, and it's basically just letting us know that we are sort of moving closer and closer to our soul tribe. Interestingly enough, this is going to be a week of creating new beginnings. I think that after this week is over, we're actually going to be into a new place where we're creating something completely different by next week. So this is going to be an interesting week, people. And I think that the people to help us do so are going to be coming in this week. And I think for some of you who have been working on projects since, I want to say, towards the end of last month, this week actually gives you the opportunity to make final decisions on certain contracts that you're closing off, on opportunities that felt as though you weren't sure whether or not it was in your best interest. I think that you finally come to the realization this week that it was always within your best interest to go ahead with this, and you get a little bit more comfortable with where you are with the situation. That's what I'd say about it. Okay, so the Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits and Soul Tribe. Okay, you are being called to let your intuition move you physically. You are connected to a group of souls who are weaving a web around the planet. And as you travel and share your creations, something is rethreaded. This card is acknowledgement that you are either being called to connect with others who are like you at a soul level, or that you already are. You are being called to gather groups of people either by leading them or becoming part of a group that can support you and your soul's personal mission. You are part of a group of souls who agreed to be here at this time in history to heal yourselves, your ancestral line, and the planet. To raise consciousness so that we can continue to call this magnificent place home for eras to come. One of many consciously choosing to devote your life to something greater than yourself. It's time to call in your soul tribe by sharing your soul's voice and letting yourself be seen. When you share what is real and true to you, and you share the medicine that you most need, those who are like you will gather around you. You are your tribe. They are just like you. And just as you are longing and searching for them, they are longing and searching for you too. The divine guidance for working your light activation is to hold the card to your heart. So I'm going to hold it up for you guys so you guys can sort of do so without being able to actually physically do so. Okay? Hold the card to your heart and say, I choose now to let myself be seen. I am ready to call in my soul tribe and create a web of light all over the planet. Okay? So that is the divine guidance for you guys. I think that you guys are definitely going to be sort of just getting major self-realizations about the magician that lies within you. And I think that you're going to be transforming more and more into that vibration of yourself. And I think there's going to be moments, be careful as well, where you are putting your intention. Like your hands are going to be really powerful, I want to say, throughout this week. They can either create or destroy. So be mindful of what you do throughout the week as you call in your soul tribe. Now, your soul tribe can either be positive reflections of you or negative reflections of you. So just be mindful of that, because the soul tribe, what we need to understand, are simply beings that share the same vibration as us. Okay? So, all that being said, I'm going to pull a stress relief card for all three of the different zodiacs within the Earth tribe. So, we're going to start with Capricorn, then we'll work our way through to Taurus and Virgo. Okay? Let's have a little look. And I don't know why I'm starting with Capricorn, but I figured we'll just go with it. Okay? What is the divine guidance for my Capricorns? Wow. There's a lot going on for you guys. So, because there's so much, I am sit on a hummock. Okay, sit on a hammock. There's so much, guys. I don't know if I want to read all of these, but there's a lot for you guys. Spirit's saying that I have to read all of them, so I'm going to read them. No half-assed attempt. This is probably the most important one for you guys. A journey to your favorite place. Okay. So what I can also see, there isn't really much, I guess, how can I put it? There isn't really much numerologically with the cards that are similar, because they seem to be completely different in a lot of different ways. But yeah, there's just going to be some light working activation. That's probably the best way that I can put it. Okay. The first card for you is look for your own power center. So close your eyes and feel your body. Which part of it feels the most powerful? Stay in this part of your body with the power of your thoughts, and let the feeling of power grow to be as big as it grows, without you trying. Stay in this position of power for 5 to 10 minutes, and when you find power inside of you, you can get some more whenever you need it. With this power, you can also set your own boundaries more gently. Okay, the next card for you guys would be to take a journey to your favorite place. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in your favorite place. It can be any place, anywhere you feel good and calm. When you get there, look around for a bit. Who are the people there? What do you see, smell, taste, hear, or feel? What kind of details emerge? Live the place with your whole body. Your body won't know that you didn't your body won't know that you really didn't go there, and it will react as though you did. When you feel the effects of the place, your body will relax. The next advice to you, whilst you're in your favorite place, I guess, is to imagine you are a bird. Okay? Close your eyes. Imagine you have wings and the ability to fly. A bird, if you will. Take to your own wings and fly off. See your situation from above. The same situation you just left. Let the wind under your wings soar freely across the sky. Feel the freedom and the wind, and pay attention to other feelings you might have. Do this for 5 to 10 minutes. Stress gives birth to anxiety, which narrows your point of view. Things seem like slush stuffed in a small box. Giving your mind air, freedom, looseness, and a new perspective, the mind and body get some rest, and you might get new ideas and perspectives. Now, the next advice for you in terms of your stress relief. So clearly you guys are going to be going through a ton of stuff throughout the week, because you guys have like 5 cards, which this is what's going to break you away from the freedom of the tension that you're going to be carrying around. So the best advice for you is to just make sure that you play close interest. That is the next advice. Okay? Pay interest to your body or your surroundings for a minute. Instead of placing a good or bad label on things, try to think of them as interesting, like looking at a painting with lots of details. When you begin to label things around you, turn it around and just call it interesting. When you stop labeling things, your mind is free to vigilant. When you feel these feelings, you will feel peace, which reduces stress from the body and mind. Stress often causes negativity, negative thinking, which causes stress. Non-labeling will stop this vicious circle. Okay, so try not to create patterns. Try not to create cycles for yourself by putting labels and everything, because that's how the mind works. It edits everything so that it can get an understanding of stuff. Whereas really the only thing that you're going to be able to get a true understanding of is your emotional being. Okay? Now, going forward, the final advice for you, Capricorn, is to break a routine. Okay, which is, I know, going to be hard for you guys because you guys like your routine stuff. Okay, choose an action you know how to do, something you do often, like going to the shop or going home from work. Instead of doing it like you always do it, change one part of it. Breaking a routine like this will inspire a so-called beginner's mind. The mind will awaken to observe and sense normal things as new and wondrous. With this, there will be a feeling of presence which reduces stress. Okay? And that is the advice for you guys. So, Capricorn, you took up all of that. Let's just see what the advice is now for my Taurus babies. Okay. For you guys, Taurus, your advice is to break a routine. And I just read this So this is interesting. You guys are sharing this with Capricorn. Expand time. I'm going to read both of these to you guys. Break a routine and expand time. Expanding time. I'm just going to read that one first. Close your eyes. Imagine that the present moment expands with you in it, as well as your surroundings. The building, the whole city, the country, and the earth. Imagine all that inside this moment. Let your mind rest in this expanded space for a little while. On top of this, you can expand your calendar. Make each week a big board or each day on a blank A4. The bigger the markings, the larger the calendar. The mind will react to the looseness. On the other hand, the small calendar on your smartphone will make time seem cramped. Stress causes anxiety because things seem cramped in small spaces or places too often. By giving the mind the message to looseness, or of looseness rather, the anxiety will reduce. And interestingly enough, that's number 33. Okay? So for you guys, this is going to be a moment of you guys tapping into your Christ consciousness, mastering, if you will, your anxiety. And I think if you had difficulty doing so before, this week is going to allow for you to find that calm within yourself, to be able to actually allow for yourself to see the brighter picture, if you will. Okay? Break a routine. Choose an action you know how to do, something you do often, like going to the shop or going home from work. Instead of doing it like you always do it, change one part of it. Breaking a routine like this will inspire a so-called beginner's mind. The mind will awaken to observe and sense normal things as new and wondrous. With this, there will be a feeling of presence which reduces stress. Okay? And that is for my Taurus babies. Now let's have a look for the divine guidance for my Virgo babies. What is the divine guidance for my Virgo spirit for the week of April 1st to 7th? Okay. Pay attention to your breathing. Breathe 10 times is the advice for you guys, and pay attention to your breathing. So, this is, if by you paying attention to your breathing and breathing 10 times, it's almost like you come to the end of a cycle. Because the numbers numerologically with this is 8 and 9, broken down to its, I guess, one number, as opposed to the double digits that are there. Pay attention to your breathing. Close your eyes and breathe normally. Start watching your breath like it was a movie. What part are you breathing with? Your chest, your diaphragm, or your whole body? Do you take short or long deep breaths? Is your breathing smooth? How does it feel like? Is it hard or does it flow freely? Do this for a moment and then breathe intentionally, deeply for 5 to 10 minutes. By paying attention to your breathing, you give it value. At the same time, your mind and body will relax. Okay? So that is the divine guidance for my Virgos. Okay, pay attention to your breathing and breathe deeply for 5 to 10 minutes. What is the divine guidance for my Earth tribe throughout the week of April 1st to April 7th, Spirit? What is the divine guidance? When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And beneath that, you come to realize that hope is a conduit for miracles. Okay, let's have a little look. What is the divine guidance for my Earth tribe throughout the week of April 1st to April 7th? Again, it is what is there. When I focus on my inner lights, I see the world through the eyes of love. That is the guidance for you guys, okay? And off the back of that, you come to the realization that attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. And joy is the ultimate creator. So when you find yourself going into that place of anxiety, when you find yourself going into any shadows of yourself, just focus on your inner light, and you'll be able to really call back the love around you from calling it from within you. And I hope that makes sense. But that's everything for you guys. I hope that that's able to bring you guys some insight, some guidance, some divine, I guess, light and information. And as usual, I'm sending you guys nothing but love, light, and positive intentions for the journey. If you guys, again, would like to book a personal reading with me, then definitely be sure to hit me up via my website. Link is in the description box. You could also just drop me an email. Again, the link is in the description for that. If you'd like to donate to my channel to sort of keep the content going and flowing, there's also a link to that in the description box. And as well, if you guys want to have me sort of speak about specific things during my Tools for Using Tools Tuesday sessions, then start sort of commenting on those in the description box. In the comment box, or comment area, I should say. And I'll be able to start scrolling through, guys, and I'll be able to start, I guess, preparing some stuff for you guys personally. Okay? I love you guys, and until next time. Mwah.